The Quad Squad benefited from 3 first jam penalties on the Vaudeville Vixens and a 29-point jam by Sequin Destroyer for an early 51-12 advantage. The Quad Squad led by as many as 48 points before the Vixens began a slow march back. At the half, the Vixens were still very much in the game, trailing 102-128. At the start of the second half, the Quad Squad grew their lead back to 48 points. During a one-up power jam, Sugar Lumps began the Vixens' comeback with 2 apex jumps behind her pack's slow defense for 25 points. The turning point of the game came with 14 minutes to go. Over a span of 6 minutes and 3 jams, the Vixens went on a 68-0 scoring blast. The tables were entirely turned, the Vixens now solidly in the lead, 229-187. The Quad Squad were not going quietly, and in a penultimate jam, Hazed and Contus called the jam, but Sugar Lumps earned a gross misconduct on another apex jump attempt. Down 16 points and with a 1-minute power jam, Hazed and Contus quickly grabbed lead, but a passive Quad Squad offense didn't help Hazer against a determined Vixens defense. Hazer managed 10 points before Sugar returned to the track and began to match points. A big defensive push of Dolly Pardon Me from Darling Nikki knocked Hazer down to the infield, and Sugar gained back 1 lap to make the jam score 18-13 before the game clock expired for a thrilling 253-242 finish. Both teams played it safe for most of the first half, with the glory going to the packs. Kill'ems, Charlie Hustle, and Shenanigans shone for the Res Dolls, while Maya Assault and Debauchery worked in the Hells Bells pack. The first big scoring runs came at the end of the first half in a 32-31 flurry favoring the Bells. Lady Hoo-Ha put up 23 big points for the Res Dolls on a power jam before swapping out to Athena de Crime and her 14 points that ended the half with the Bells on top, 121-89. The Reservoir Dolls enjoyed their first lead of the game, 134-128, after Shenanigans drew the track cut on Bells jammer Monica Luhipsky. Mouse put up 25 points on a power jam, and Sprout and a Tail added 17 more after sharing jammer penalties with Monica. The lead was traded back to the Hells Bells as the Unicornor picked up 15 points behind her pack's offensive pick play. The Res Dolls answered when Shenanigans drew another track cut, and Mouse raced out for a clean 25 points. The Res Dolls had their biggest lead of the game, 159-146. It was time for the Windy City pack to shine. Debauchery drew a cut on Lady Hoo-Ha, and Athena de Crime got back those 25 points for the Bells. With 10 minutes left to go, Phoebe Fi-Fo-Fum killed a Res Dolls power jam and later opened the way for another 14 points from Athena. With just 2 minutes left in the game, the Bells had the night's biggest lead, 215-181. They almost gave it away. With under a minute left on the clock, Athena committed a track cut penalty and Wipeout Scout took the lead. 2 Bells blockers went to the box and Scout put up 25 points, but it wasn't enough. The Bells had hung on for a 215-208 victory. Heat things up with some roller derby. Check out the Mad Rollin' Dolls on Saturday, February 16th at the Alliant Energy Center Exhibition Hall. Come and find the derby in you. Visit MadRollinDolls.com for tickets and ticket outlets.